Here comes the police right now. Not everybody around us is our friend, and we need to make sure that we are implementing things that protects us.
So sky.
I'm excited. Early morning. We are about to get started. So what's the plan for today?
Roofing. The roof. The roof. The roof is still on
The ground.
Keith and Mickey's trailer. Well, first thing we're going to do, I already got everything drug out and ready to rock and roll because we're going to get up there. It's a beautiful day. And the next steps are pretty much finishing up the steps that we didn't finish the other day, right? Because ultimately what we're trying to do is get this side of the roof on so that we can move the scaffolding to the other side and work over there. We got drip edge we need to put on. I have those 2 peak pieces I still need to cut and install, right? Because I'm like 1.5 feet short from the peak. We need to install those, and then we can start putting ice and water shield on. Yeah, and then that woven fabric underlayment, we'll use that stuff. I actually seen people not using anything on these zip boards. I personally can't convince myself to do it because I've exceeded those time restraints by probably double or more on how long you're supposed to leave this exposed. So we are at that point where we have to change it. I actually see like fractures in the seal that is on the zip boards up on the roof. I can see, because it's plywood that is then sealed up with a latex coating of sorts or a silicone coating, whatever it is. But it's still plywood. So one piece of plywood kind of pops up and bam, bam-a-lama, you got a leaky roof. You hear them sausages sizzling?
It is feeling very lovely out here. The weather is beautiful. Probably won't even have to wear my hoodie very long, which is awesome. We're getting our day started off with some brats for brunch fest.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna be getting up on the scaffolding. Feeling a little more confident today. I said that last time, guys.
That's okay. It's going to take what it takes. And if you never get that comfortable, then you just have to get on the roof. Or I'll just have to do everything by myself, which is the other option that we have. And I wouldn't be mad at you because of it, because you fell 10 feet. You could have some PTSD. I've seen you on the edge of cliffs. I know that you were originally weren't scared. So your fear now is something a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Ready to eat so we can get to work? All right.
It is gorgeous out here. We're all geared up, ready to go, about to get up on the scaffolding and start some
Drip edge.
awesome.
Come on, guys. This is the next step to us getting our roof on. The easy part is coming right now. The hard part was to get that stuff up there like it is. Now we got some confidence. We're going to go up there and do a little bit of trim work, yeah? And then the real challenge starts. And I'm certain that this comment is made with love and concern. But more than one time now, I've read a message that says, you guys can't do that on your own. You need to go find some help.
Well, thanks for the confidence.
Like I said, I'm assuming that comes from a place of love and concern. However, we can do this on our own. And we will do this on our own. It's just going to take longer. I used to do roofs like this with just me and my brother. And the only thing that is different now is I'm much older and my brother's not here. Now I used to do some of that sheeting on my own if you didn't have a choice. Anyways, you never know. You were always finding something to do. 2 people on one roof is possible. And we're going to do it. And it's going to be scary, but we're going to do it. And I feel you. It would be much easier to have help. However, it's not that easy for us. This is very important. Like, this is our dream, right? And we just want it to be a good experience. And that's why we building it like we building it. Yeah, because I look tall. It's just baby cakes and I.
All right, so we have kind of held Mickey and Keith's trailer hostage. It has been keeping our roof material very safe and secure, which is a big blessing because we've had so many storms lately that that's the last thing that we want to be concerned about is our brand new roof getting damaged. This has been the perfect storage solution for us for now. But for the first time, we're breaking it open to get our drip edge.
Yeah, look at this stuff.
Whoop whoop.
Look at that. That's huge. Usually it's this size. I got big stuff though, 4-inch, because I have gutter concerns. You know what I mean?
There is a bald eagle flying right there. See the white tail feathers, you guys? Oh my gosh.
Scoping out our chickens right now. It's also crows and vultures all fighting for the same aerial territory.
Never thought we'd come this far, hand in hand under the stars. Gravel roads to boulevards, life out here, it leaves its scars. Barefoot dreams, muddy streams, chase the path of what life means. Every mile, each twist unseen, built a throne from sticks and beams. Building dreams, just you and me, roots so strong as an old oak tree. Family ties like threads you see, weave a quilt to legacy. From these hills the echoes sing, our voices in the wind they cling. Together y'all, through everything, the choir of hope forever rings. Barnside talks with grandpa's draw, wisdom echoes in the hall. Shattered boots, they took the fall, but still we rise, we heard the call. Golden fields and harvest moon, fiddle hums a well-known tune. Painted skies, the southern boom, life's a dance, don't end too soon. Tonight feels heavy, old pine creeks, whispers truth only love can speak. Weathered hands, they sew and tweak, life stitched close.
We will put this one on. I'll slide it out past, pull it into the gable end, this part, and then I'll screw it down. Okay.
Building dreams, just you and me, roots so strong as an old oak tree. Family ties like threads you see, weave a quilt to legacy. From these hills the echoes sing, our voices in the wind they cling. Together y'all, through everything, the choir of hope forever rings.
All right. We got our first piece of drip edge on. It's more like fascia. It was really supposed to be bent at a 4 and 12 pitch. That's what they told me. It was all their stuff was bent at, but that was a salesman talking, not somebody who probably actually knows what they're talking about. It is not bent at a 4 and 12. As a matter of fact, it's less than that. So now the face of it wants to kick out when I screw the top in. We'll just put a few screws in the front to hold it down, but you really technically shouldn't have to do that, but now we have to. So anyways, what I'm going to do is bend over this lap. I'm going to bend it open so that we can slide these two together. The theory here is most of the storms come from that direction, from the west. Whether it's coming from southwest this way or northwest this way, it's always coming from the west. Not always, but mostly always. So we want to make sure that our laps are that direction, right? So that we can get watershed. So if the water always blows this way, we want this to be our overlap so it doesn't catch into the next trim, yeah? All right. And once I get the two lap together, then I'll just use my crimper and crimp it back down, baby. Probably an inch, you know, you probably want about at least an inch lap. I'm guessing, just guessing. All right.
Boots hit dirt, left the concrete crying. Arkansas whispering, whippoorwill flying. City lights dim, now I'm chasing stars. Built from broken bricks, but I'm riding far. Logs in my grip, roof touch the pine. Dreaming in sawdust where the heart aligns. Planting my roots where the wild runs deep. Bottom got a ladder, I'ma climb, no sleep. Whippoorwill singing, freedom collide. From the bottom to the top, let the journey decide.
Right.
Wild and free, building dreams so tall. Arkansas anthem, hearing nature's call. Hammer hits steel, sweat dripping fire. Dreams off dirt roads, climb higher, higher. Fields whisper secrets, echoes in the morn. Man made a kingdom where hopes are born. Riverbank prayers, moonlight stroll. Scars on my hands, soul made whole. Brick by brick, I chart my course. Freedom in the wind, riding life's wild horse. Pulse of the earth in these southern bones. Arkansas horizon, I built me a home. The whippoorwill calls me to the skies. Forever I chase with these wild eyes.
In my tool bag right behind you is a tape measure. I need a tape measure. The pencil. Yeah, I got another. I think I'll just send it down like this. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to go switch laundry out. It appears that our neighbor has decided that it was a good day to start harassing again. So we're going to go down and just see if the speakers are pointed at our property and at our house, because we'll likely just have to call the police again. That's what they've recommended us to do. And that's exactly what we're going to do. All right, reds and greens, baby, lefts and rights. I see people using the yellow ones. Don't use them, man. These aviation snips are the ticket because it gets the cut metal out of your way and you don't have to cut your hand open. Make you feel like you know what you're doing, yeah? But you do get a little bit of waste from it because you got to cut enough out. Right, so here we go. Cut one side, it's going to pull one side up. You cut the other side, it's going to pull the other side up. Yeah, see that? We cut this, bam. Probably don't need to waste any on this one. I'll just come back from the other side. When I get up there, I'll mark it, because then I'm going to cut the top leg off a little bit and this bottom leg off and just bend this tab over so it acts like a little end cap. The whole thing's going to be covered in corner trim anyway.
A city light lights, they burned too bright. Concrete walls stole the stars from sight. Packed my soul in a beat-up truck. Left the noise, never looked back on love. Dust on the road, wind in my hair. A whisper called me, freedom's there. Fields of wildflowers stretch out wide. Found a rhythm deep inside. Oh, I'm chasing the wide open, breaking the chains. Running to the country.
All right. Here comes the police right now.
Now, do you think that's a good plan of action?
Do I think it's a good plan of action? I think it's easier than trying to rope it up or carry it up. You know what I mean? I just put it on my shoulder and go up the ladder in the back of the house. You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
I think you were injured doing something like that.
Well, that was different. That was like an 8 and 12 or a 9 and 12 or more. It was a steep roof. And I was humping bunks of shingles over the top of the ladder and tore my shoulder. And that's why I'm not a roofer anymore. Stuff is nice. I ain't even ever seen no stuff nice like that.
City scream drowned my voice. Felt like a cage, no real choice. Now the earth's my guide, sky's my roof. Every scar's my living proof. Storms and cold, I faced the rain. Felt the ache, grew through pain. Roots by the river, where it bends. Found my truth as the highway ends. Oh, I'm chasing in the wide open, breaking the chains.
Okay, you're coming to me?
Dad.
All right, I think we're just gonna not do this right now because it's just like a storm's blowing in. I'll start rolling it.
All right, you guys, we are just gonna have to call that one a wrap for now because there's no way we can put that ice and water shield on in the wind.
Well, there is.
I mean, there is, but it just wasn't safe conditions, so.
And it's not like we're at a loss of things to do real quick. I have one more project. Since I can't get that one done, I would like to start this next one.
Okay.
Because it's one step closer to ensuring we have a safe and secure homestead.
Heck yeah.
Know what I'm saying, baby cakes?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, too windy to get that roofing stuff done. We got the drip edge on. I'm feeling good about that. We got our first 20-foot piece of that ice shield cut, but it was just too windy and it kept flopping over on us, and we're just not confident enough in our abilities to roof in the wind. So we've decided to move on to other things, which is very important anyways, especially because you may notice that there's loud noises in the background, and it's just a staunch reminder to us that not everybody around us is our friend, and we need to make sure that we are implementing things that protects us. Does that sound too cryptic? It's true is what it is. All right, guys, so one of the things that I decided I wanted to do is, since this pine tree has snapped off in the big storm, I want to clean the top of that up, and I want to install something on there that helps to improve the security of our homestead. Yeah? First things first, though, I got to secure a ladder so I can even get up there. I do believe I'm going to try to whack that thing off with our electric chainsaw. Okay, so what I think we're going to have to do is, maybe if I get you to give me a hand, we can move that table and I can cut it and push it off that way. Yeah? All right. All right, we'll just go that way with a baby case. Oh! That's a heavy table, huh? Is my blade all the way through? I'll just let it charge up for a little while maybe, huh? Not most of the way through, yeah? Is it going all the way through? Looks like it. But just isn't letting me do it. All right, guys, so I tried to use the electric chainsaw. I charged that battery up. I don't know how it ended up down like it was because I did not use it. Now, maybe if you let it sit too long, maybe it discharges the battery itself. I don't know. Sometimes I think that happens. But anyways, I'm already most of the way through, guys, but I don't want to wait for the battery to charge, so we're just going to break out the Husky and get this done with some gasoline-powered chainsaw action. Bam! Makes me think of my role model and mentor, Leatherface. What? Just kidding, guys. Leatherface. All right. All right, guys, I'm a lot less happy about this because I hate being on a chainsaw with a gas-powered chain, or on a ladder with a gas-powered chainsaw. But we almost threw this thing. I grabbed me a couple of wood shims so I can hammer some wood shims in there so it don't fall on my saw. We'll see what happens, yeah?
Pickup trucks roll, gravel kicks a tantrum. Roosters crow and sunrise as an anthem. Sweet home Bama-Lama, where the creek runs deep. Moonshine dreams, secrets the pines keep. Front porch picking and the whippoorwills cry under that wide open Arkansas sky. barefoot stomping in the red dirt heat. Cicadas buzzing, life feels complete. Sweet home Bama, where the creek runs deep. Moonshine dreams, secrets the pines keep. Front porch picking and the whippoorwills cry under that wide open Arkansas sky. Pine tar scent where the river meets the oak. Summer night, bonfire story spoke.
I said I think I have just enough now to use the electric and finish it. It's just a little safer.
Holding this homestead in calloused hand of land.
Fell whatever way it wanted to, huh? It may look crooked, but that's because it is. You know what I mean? That's up there pretty good. I'll tell you the only problem with it being up that high, guys. So if whatever we use, it'll probably be solar. But if we don't get enough sun, we'll have to charge it. And it's just a little higher, right? Because we got a few options. I already know what I'm putting up there.